Hey everyone, Alex here, and today we're going to be talking about generating PDFs in Zapier. I've built a Zap here where whenever a user submits a new form, we're going to take the data in that form, we're going to put it in a reusable template. We're then going to create a PDF of that template and send it via email. So if I just submit this form that I've already filled out and we give it a couple of seconds, we should see in my email that we've gotten that PDF report, and if we open it up, we'll see that it has all of the data that we input into the form. Now in this video, I'm going to be using the example of a product feedback report, but you can apply this approach to any type of business document that you might want to automate in Zapier. So invoices, proposals, reviews, they can all be automated in Zapier using the same approach that we're going to go through. Now before we get into the PDF generation part of this video, I just want to talk briefly about the trigger we're using. And the trigger we're using is whenever a user submits a Tally form. Tally is a form building site. So the idea is that the person who's filling out this form rates the product or service that our business is providing, and we get some data from that. So we open up the test here and look at the most recent submission. You can see here they're talking about how often they're using the product, some ratings and some other information as well. And what we're going to do is we're going to take all of this data and we're going to put it in a reusable template that we're going to then create a PDF of. Now, in order to build our reusable template, we're going to be using a tool called DocuPotion. And just a disclaimer, I am the founder of DocuPotion. Once you sign up for DocuPotion, you're going to be brought through the onboarding wizard and you can then create some new templates. So I'm going to go to the templates tab in my DocuPotion app. I'm going to click on new template. And we have the option to either describe with AI or we can use one of the DocuPotion templates. Now, there's a bunch of templates here for kind of common use cases, but in our case, we're building a kind of custom report. So I'm going to use the describe with AI option. I'm going to call this template customer survey feedback. And then we need to describe what we want in this document. So I'm going to put in a nicely formatted one-page report providing details on customer feedback on our product. And I am going to also provide DocuPotion with some sample data, because the way DocuPotion works is it includes merge fields where we can send through different data each time, like we're going to do here based on a form submission. So we need to put in these placeholders. And the best thing to do is when you're building your template initially, just provide it with all the merge fields that you want to include. So in my case, I'm just going to look at the output here. And you can see here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different data points that we need to include. And I'm just going to add in a sample data point for each of these values. So how often do you use a product or service? I'm simply going to put in usage. For satisfaction, I'm just going to put in satisfaction rating. You don't have to make these match any particular structure. DocuPotion is pretty good at interpreting it. And I'm just going to fast forward through me putting in the rest of these values. Okay, we have all that in. So I'm going to click on create template. DocuPotion is going to take the information that we provided it and create a new template based on that. It might take a small bit of time. There's just quite a lot going on behind the scenes here. But after a short bit of time, you'll see your custom reusable template. And you can see here it's included all the merge fields that we asked it to. And we can see how that looks with actual data by clicking on this with data button here. And that gives a more realistic idea of what it's going to look like when we do create our PDF. So we have the first draft of our reusable template. But let's say we want to make a couple of changes to it. For example, let's say we wanted to replace this confidential box up here and instead include our company logo. What we can do is we can attach images. And once that's uploaded, what we can do is we can just chat with our template and ask for updates. So I'm going to say replace the confidential badge with @ and then once you use the kind of @ expression, it pulls up a list of the files that you've uploaded. So my spelling is really poor, but let's just see what DocuPotion makes of that. So you can see it's added it, but it's way too big. So put a max width of 150 px. That should give us a more realistic view of what we want it to look like. Okay, so that's much better. Now, let's say we want to adjust the overall look and feel of our document so it matches maybe our brand identity a bit better. We could ask DocuPotion to change, each piece of text individually. We could say change this to lowercase. We could, change the font used. But instead what I'm going to do is I'm going to upload a HTML file with my style guide in it. And then I'm simply going to ask DocuPotion, please update the template to reflect our style guide outlined in, and again, I'm going to use that add expression and reference our HTML file now. So let's just give it a few seconds to apply all those changes. And there we go. So you can see here, it's changed the font, it's made some other changes based on the style guide, and it's looking a lot more like the kind of DocuPotion brand that I know now. So let's publish our template. Let's download a sample. And this is how our PDF is going to look, hopefully, when we generate it in Zapier. You can see here as a big demo splashed across it because it's sample. If you do want to change the sample data used, then you could go into data and just change some of this. But let's get this up and running in our Zap. So I'm going to go back to Zapier. I'm going to click on action and I'm going to search for the DocuPotion app. And you can see there it's showing up. And we need to choose an event. And right now there's only a single event we can choose, which is the create a document event. We need to connect it to our DocuPotion account. So I'm going to click on sign in, and you can see we're going to be asked to add in our API key here. So I'm just going to click out of this for a second. I'm going to go back to my DocuPotion editor and just go back to the dashboard, and there's an API integration tab here. I'm going to copy my API key. I'm going to go back into Zapier. I'm going to sign in again, and I'm going to paste my API key in here and continue to DocuPotion. That's going to start up the connection between Zapier and DocuPotion. Okay, we're now connected. So I'm going to click on continue, and I'm going to choose which template I want to use to generate my PDFs. And once I click on this, I'm going to be presented with a drop-down of all the different templates I've created in DocuPotion. So I'm going to pick the customer survey feedback template, which is the one we were working on. For output, I'm going to leave it as file. We could use a pre-signed URL or base64, but file is the easiest to work with generally. And then I'm going to change the name of the file to customer feedback survey. Next, we need to map our template data. And what that means is we need to take the output of our tally form submission and we need to map it to the merge fields that are in our DocuPotion template. So let's just go back into it. And then we're going to go to the data tab, copy the sample data, and just paste it into the template data section of the configure tab. And what we're going to do is we're going to replace the static values here with values from the tally form submission. So I'm going to take satisfaction rating and I'm going to map it to the how satisfied are you with the overall product or service. And I'm going to do the same for all the rest of the fields here. I'm just going to fast forward through this so you don't have to watch me do it manually. Okay, so we now have all of our fields mapped. I'm going to click on continue and let's test this step. I'm just going to publish it first. Okay, so now that it's actually published, let's just run this in production. So I'm going to fill out this. I'm going to click submit, and that should cause that Zap to run. So if I go back into my Zap runs and just refresh it, one here at 1557. Let's look at the run details in step 2, and sure enough, we're getting this file output. So let's just put that in here, and we get this nicely formatted PDF, and you can see there it's taking in the data that I added to the form. So that's how you can take a form submission, take the data, and then generate a PDF from it. Just one final step to tie this all up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add one more action in my Zap here. I'm going to send an email. So I'm going to search for Gmail, and I'm going to send an email, continue. I'm just going to fill this out really quickly. And the key step here is the attachments. What we want to do is we want to take the output from step 2, which is creating the document in DocuPotion, and we're simply going to use the file binary. And we're going to continue. And now that it's published, let's do one more survey. So how often do we use it? Let's say a few times a month this time. 3 stars, data sync again, faster load speed. Let's submit it, and if we give it a second, we should see the report come through in our inbox. And here we are. Let's open it up. And yeah, you can see there we have all the data we added to the form. So that's how you can take data from a Tally form submission, create a nicely formatted PDF from it. Hope it's been useful, and if you do have any questions, you can let me know in the comments below.